I'm gonna put a card on the wall and fulfill my dream. Give it a second. I'm gonna fulfill it any minute now.
What is up, guys? We are here with Cheddar Bob, who just flew in from New York. Mass is from Mass. You're from New York.
Yes.
But this is Cheddar Bob. He was the winner of the Team Bro Pyre Summer Tournament. Second place. Oh yeah, it's second place. Dang. But no, Eric won. Duh. Like.
Alright, you're right, Geki.
My memory is that's so bad. No, it's because you helped out so much with the tournament. Like, you know, you were the star of the tournament. You really were. So, so what we did is you flew out. I mean, obviously we didn't pay for your plane tickets. So that's we don't like you that much. But,
I'm not that cool.
No, but Sam, he's staying with Sam. Sam Miami's actually gone right now because he's lame. But
Sam sucks. Cox.
But Sam gave Cheddar Bob tickets. You know, because like the prizes were like tickets to the show, the Sam show, like wherever you know because they travel and they tour, you know, and all that stuff. So wherever it's closest. But you decided to come all the way to Oklahoma
because I'm on fall break right now.
Yeah, okay, that makes so much more sense.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh,
no, I had no clue.
No, because I'm on break.
I mean, you literally just got here.
No, because I'm on break till Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So it's like yeah.
So Cheddar Bob is going to put a card on the card wall because that's what he wanted to do.
Fulfilling a childhood dream of mine.
And he made me sign 1 million cards for him and a friend.
Look at it. Look at the anti-Cosmo card right here.
Oh my God, it's so true. We were talking about that.
Our Cosmo's the best budget deck right now. That they lose to
Oh my God, whatever.
Cosmos are so good. They lose to Marshmallow.
No, I actually kind of regret making that video because everyone was like, no, Pendulum Magicians, and I'm like, duh. Because I was like on all this Cosmo hype, and I was like, I'm gonna make a video.
Lose to Marshmallow.
Yeah. But yeah, well, where are you gonna put it? Are you gonna start a new row, or are you gonna replace something?
Can I do that?
I mean,
am I allowed to?
I actually replace stuff all the time because my Patreon rewards, like when people, like they get a card from the card wall.
Okay, so now I feel less bad because I felt bad about replacing.
No, you can replace it.
Okay.
Actually, I would rather you replace this rare because I don't know why that rare is even on here.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Even though I sit in front of it, maybe you don't want to replace that one because that's like usually where I sit.
Right. Okay.
What card?
Replace.
We have to keep Raging Earth on here because a fan requested that one. Plus, it looks like a penis, so it's gotta stay.
It does.
I already took my one.
I can replace Shield Crush.
Oh no,
because you can't crush this shield.
Oh no, you could do that. Or you could take down the Prime Material Dragon because that's actually a really good card.
Oh yeah, you actually want to use that.
Yeah, I actually want to use it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
I'll put it.
Yeah, do that one.
Yeah.
So this is how it's done. We can't show them how you make the card wall, so yeah. So now that you know how it's done,
yeah.
How do you feel? Is the illusion shattered?
No. Because honestly,
I've been blowing his mind with tips.
There aren't that many ways you could do it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of like
I regret not doing it in front of like a cardboard thing because if I ever move, I'm like so screwed because I'm gonna have to remake the whole thing. You know what I mean? So I'm never gonna move now. I can't move.
That's another reason why you need it.
Yeah. Alright, so this is Yuki. Yes, no, maybe, perhaps, on occasion, sometimes. Here with Cheddar Bob, Parmesan Bob, Gouda. He's a Gouda guy.
Insert cheese pun here.
Tyler G and Cheddar. Alright, so yeah, we're just like hanging out and stuff, and I thought I would do a video because I think it's really cool. Not only to meet with a fan because that's really cool that that you were part of the tournament and get to come here and all that stuff. But it's just cool having someone in the house and show you know what I mean, all the little tips and tricks and stuff that I do
I know how the card wall was made.
It's kind of anticlimactic, really. But yeah, what do you think of Oklahoma so far? You're pretty fresh off the plane.
Yeah. So far I've heard that there is, quote, the best ice cream in the world.
Yep. It's Brahms.
I don't doubt it. I actually don't.
Yep, Brahms. Oklahoma.
It's really like when Sam drove me over here. Cox.
He's gonna get mad when he sees that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's like an initiation, right? Me being initiated.
He just hates. No, when I start filming him, when I start filming his deck profile, I'll be like, "What's up, guys? It's Sam Sucks." Cox. He makes me cut it out.
Does he actually hate it? Oh,
it's really funny. No, I'm gonna leave this in.
Oh, love you, Sam. He's driving me back to the airport, so maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, if you won't drive me back to the airport, I will. It's alright, between the two of us, you'll be fine.
It's been 10 minutes and I haven't seen a building yet.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, because you were coming north, so you were facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, and then we made this weird-ass turn that was just boom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you never do that. Like, it's just like, it doesn't happen.
Oh man, we haven't driven in Texas. Texas is insane.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's really,
Oh
really
my god,
crazy.
I had to arrive in Dallas, and I was like half expecting just like Tony Romo or people dressed up.
Tony Romo.
People dressed up as like Roger Staubach or whatever to just like run up to me, and I'm like, thank God I didn't do anything in New York.
It reminds me of King of the Hill, like when he goes to get a haircut. You want the Roger Staubach or the rookie Roger Staubach?
So I'm just like, oh shit. And,
No,
then it hit me though. Why so many like? Because I saw a lot of the older people in the South.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of this I can actually say on camera.
Southerners are a meme of themselves.
Well, no,
like,
it
really,
kind of
it's
hit
great.
me why
I
so
love
many
it
people
here.
are bald. Because I was like, it's hot as shit. I want to be bald. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Like every Southern older man I've ever seen is either bald or has hair like
balding.
just this.
Yeah, with like a trucker hat on.
Yeah.
And
And it's just like, man, why would you want hair? It's like 2,000 degrees.
Oh yeah, my grandpa, like, I mean, didn't have hair, and he wore a trucker hat and kept his cigarettes in his front pocket.
Where's my trucker hat?
He wouldn't wear a shirt without a front pocket to keep his smokes in.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
I got a mat.
So yeah, so the mat. This was made by MetaMats. My amazing sponsor. So yeah, it was really cool. And actually, it worked out great because I didn't know how we were going to make the mats. I think I was going to just order them from a website normally or whatever. And
wait, MetaMask didn't sponsor you until after you.
No, yeah, until after we announced the tournament. Yeah,
oh,
until
that's
after.
hysterical.
And it looked out like perfectly, because I was just like, hey Dave, the owner. I was just like, hey, how don't you make these mats? Instead of me having to order them and like mail them.
Dave, like as he was doing the commentary, he was like, I'm about to pick up Dragoonie's.
It was just perfect. Like everything like lined up perfectly for the tournament, and then like this lined up perfectly to where you could like be here and stuff. So that's like really, really cool. So what decks do you even play besides Dragoonity? Because I've literally only seen you play.
I played in the tournament. I played Mermail.
Oh yeah, you did play Mermail.
I played Mermail's round 2, and I drew the fucking Gen X controller like a boss. Playing 3 Undyne, 1 controller because Neptibus was at 1 in the tournament.
Yeah.
So you had to play 3 Undyne to like basically substitute for Neptibus.
Yeah.
So you did 3 Undyne, 1 controller because you didn't want to draw the damn thing. It was like Brilliant Fusion Garment.
Yeah.
And of course I draw the controller every fucking game. Like Nelson and I were testing for like a solid like 3 hours before the actual match, and I drew controller at least 7 times. And then I drew it game 1. And I'm just like, set, pass.
It's just like how I was testing like the Cyber Dragon deck before like this Fort Worth regional is the one like that was down there where we stayed with John and stuff, like House of Champs John. And like I was like testing. I was like, dude, the Cyber Dragon deck's lit, and then we get down there, Garnet. Every time. It's like, I mean, if like I didn't draw Garnet, like the deck would do its job, but every deck would just be better than
I remember I played. So the other deck I play, the deck I'm playing right now is Herald actually, based on your build, but with a couple minor differences.
No brilliance.
No, I am running brilliant. I'm only running 2.
Oh, are you playing Gildagra?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's freaking.
That card's so much better.
Yeah.
Always sided out.
Yeah, always sided out for Trickstar.
For Trickstar, and then going second. I don't know how long it was.
Game 3 sided out.
Yeah, game 3.
Yeah, because
and also I go into time a lot.
Oh yeah.
And also I don't want to summon it in the back row.
Yeah.
Like I'll leave 1 in usually. Like I only play 2.
Yeah. And it kind of eats crap to hand traps too, because you pay exactly. And then like they
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I don't really feel like having this going second. Right.
But what's really good is it's actually pretty good against Ash.
Against Ash, yeah, because you still get 1 surge.
Right. Yeah.
And that's kind of why like that among other Manju's just not worth it. So that's the deck I'm running right now. Before Lynx, I ran Wind Witch Mage Spectre. And I stopped running that because, in my opinion, and from what I've tested, that deck literally can't function in Master Rule 4. It's like, okay, how do I pendulum? So I have to keep up Bunbuku at all times because I need monsters.
Yeah.
But then I'm not getting any traps.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
It's like, I need shit. You can't do anything in that deck. You can't.
I should just leave the room and let you rant on camera and then just upload it later. Like, this is supposed to be like an interview, and this is turning into like a rant. Alright, so the video is going to change. Cheddar Bob is just going to yell at you about Yu-Gi-Oh! For half an hour, and I'm going to go in there and like eat.
Cheers, Ponds!
Like honestly, like you being here, makes me think of like the first time I've ever had like, you know, hosted people for like a regional, you know what I mean? Like all these people that like, because like before I met my good friend, you know, my good friends Francisco and Barron, like they just knew me from YouTube, and like Sam was just like, yeah, we're gonna go stay at my friend.
Francisco was in the tournament.
Yeah. And they were like,
Barron apparently. Yeah. I'm like Barron.
He's speaking memes, dude.
Speaking
memes. But they only knew me from YouTube, and like Sam didn't tell them who I was. They just were. He was just like, yeah, well, that's totally cool if we stay at my friend's house. Then they come over, like a horde of people comes over, and they had no clue, and they're like. And like one of them, I was just like sitting on the couch, you know what I mean, like just like drinking my beverage or whatever. And then they come in, and like one of them, you know, there's like 5 people, and like I think it was Juan, I don't remember his name. He just goes, "Holy shit, you're Yugi Nono!" I was like, "Yeah." Hi. And it was like really funny because they were like, "What?" Like Sam didn't tell you. Like Sam does that shady crap like all the time. Like he's like so inconsistent. It's freaking hilarious. But yeah, dude, that's I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of that. Now that they've been over here now, you know what I mean? Like now I'm really good friends with, you know, Fran and Barron. So like they like every Tulsa regional, like let him crash here. Like Barron like takes up this whole damn couch because he's fat. Sorry, but and then Fran always like this recliner here. Just like they just it's natural now. You know, it's really weird. Which is like the opposite of this, because this I'm just like, dude, you're like from the Northeast. This is crazy. Like it's just nuts. At least they're from Texas. You know what I mean? They're like more like us, you know, I don't know how to explain it.
I get it. Hockey's my sport, not football.
Yeah,
I don't have a draw.
Yeah, you're into baseball though, but like everyone kind of likes baseball. If you don't like baseball because
it's the only thing on in the summer.
Yeah,
it's like
that's really it. Like I mean, Cowboy season will be over, and I'm like, well, I guess I want to watch Texas Rangers.
Like
then,
I watched the Yankees in the wild card game.
Yeah,
and I was just like, okay, cool. The Yankees are in the wild card game, and then literally tomorrow's the Islanders home opener. It's like, okay, fuck baseball.
Yeah. I mean, it makes total sense. Like, that's exactly how I felt when the NFL season started. Like, even preseason, I was just, like, watching Rangers games, and as soon as it starts, I'm like, whoa, back to the Cowboys, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just instantly.
Baseball is the placeholder sport.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, it's as far as placeholder sports go, it's not bad.
No.
You're definitely entitled to that. It's just, like, there's a reason it's the only thing on in the summer. I'm gonna get so much shit for that.
The real talk is real.
The real talk is super... Oh, yeah. Real talk with Chet about right here.
On the subject of sports, do you consider Yu-Gi-Oh! To be a sport? Because so many people take it really seriously like a sport.
I don't consider it a sport. I remember I found it hilarious when Konami was trying to pass it as esports.
What?
I thought that was...
That happened?
Yeah. They were on the world stream. They were like, Konami Digital Entertainment, esports. And I was like...
I didn't know
this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh's not even an e-sport, let alone a sport.
Yeah, we have a lot of talented athletes here. This guy's 300 pounds overweight playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Like, I mean,
wears glasses.
If Smash isn't a sport, then fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a sport.
Yeah.
And Smash isn't a sport either. I don't consider that a sport either.
And then we have our other champion here. He's got a lisp. He talks like this. Great athlete.
Did you know they're the same person? Did you guys know?
No, don't ruin it.
Oh shit!
You can ruin it.
Oh shit! Did you guys know that?
No, I think most people know that, like,
for literally 2 years. I didn't know that was that.
No, don't feel bad. John Moore, like the first time we started talking, you know, House Chance, you know.
Yeah.
The first time we started talking, he's like, "Yeah, you guys make great videos," and I'm like, "You guys?" He's like, "Yeah, you and your brother," and I'm like, what? Yeah, for real. I was like, dude, it's just me with a stupid trucker hat on and some like Dollar General glasses. It's Dollar General sunglasses with the lenses punched out. That's all it is. Dude, secret's being revealed. This is getting too real right now. I'm shattering the whole illusion of the channel. It sucks. I feel like this should be like, you know, a Patreon thing, like an extra thing.
You know, exposed.
Yeah, oh my god. He's so fake. Fake! Oh my gosh! No, you have to like have your little illusion stuff, because like you learn you learn like your little tricks, and you make like the best content.
I mean, I felt like that one was kind of obvious sometimes.
Yeah,
it's obvious in hindsight.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, not everyone's gonna have like, you know. Well, actually, in people's defense, back when I was uploading into the Galactic Gods channel, like the guest uploads. Actually, I would shoot one scene as me with like a longer I'll shoot one scene.
That was when like it was. Yeah, it was a lot less conspicuous.
Right. So what I would do is I would shoot one scene as one person, and I would go trim my beard and then come back. So it looked more like two people. Yeah, and I really threw some people off. People that noticed, like, Yeah, like it really threw people off. I would like go that extra mile. Like I would like shoot half the skit and then go shave and then come back and shoot the other half.
I like wouldn't even think of that though.
Yeah, I mean I don't shave completely because
I was like, there's no way it's shaves between skits, and it just fucking does.
And then I do a lot of stuff. Like I mean, before I record, I usually turn off the AC. You know, so there's not like the you know what I mean. Yeah. And then like you know when like a plane flies overhead, I like just like chill out. And
that didn't happen in this video, by the way.
No, that totally didn't happen.
It totally didn't. You have no proof of that.
Nope. And then like you know then there's like the lights. You know I have to drag around everywhere and like use
when the lights
go down
in the city. I do want to do a Yu-Gi-Oh song.
I might let you do one. I might let you do one. Yeah, because hashtag Davidator1212 is taking forever to get me my audio track.
I'm cooler than you, Dave.
When I sent you the song without the lyrics already, I have a music video to record.
You gotta pick your shit up, or I'm gonna fucking pick that shit.
Like I have like this long list of videos. I've said this before. I could do a video just on the long list of videos I still have to do. I have like all these really great ideas, and it's like either A, I don't have the time every single day to do it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't always have the time between girlfriend and you know life and you know everything else. But like or B, you know I do have the time to do it, and I'm like relying on someone else. In the case of the music videos, yeah, because I can't sing. That's why when I do like the skits, like the Mulan parody I did, where it was just like you know. Why can't? And it was just terrible. It's because I can't sing, and it makes it funnier that I can't sing in certain aspects. But then, like for music videos, for actual music videos, I don't want it to be crap. I want it to be really, really good. I want it to be a high production thing, like the Nothing But Mills. Yeah, that was like really, really good. And I want it to be like a high production thing, and it's just like for it to be high production, I need someone who can actually sing. How does it feel being in a Yugi Yes Yes video?
I'm not going like holy shit. But there is a part that's like kind of just surreal that I'm just like Sam Cox just picked me up at the airport and he's just like we're gonna go off to Tyler's house and I'm just like like it's just like this casual thing. Yeah. I mean it's like you know I know you guys are regular guys. I mean I fucking you know Skype commentated with you over the tournament.
It was cool because like I mean it was like you know when I met you know all these YouTubers and Nats, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just like they're regular guys. Like, I know that
it was different. No,
but still, it's just like there's a little bit of
like you're not like fully starstruck, but you're just like
it's just like
they're there.
I'm just chilling with you, on the couch. Like this is kind of this is just really cool.
Yeah, it's like when you see like your favorite band live or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you get like kind of starstruck, but like not really full star. You know, it's hard to explain. You're just kind of like, wow, that's cool. They're there. You know, like I know exactly how you feel, and it's like the same thing when like we went down and stayed with John. I keep mentioning that, but like I mean, it's just like another really good example. That was a really good trip, you know, and like it was just crazy. It was just like I'm at John's house, you know what I mean, and then it was like. You know, he was like, well, you can sleep in Billy's bed, and one of you can sleep in Billy's bed, and one of you
like, it's
Billy
like,
was
holy
there.
shit, I can sleep in Billy Brick's bed?
And I did. It was like, which is weird, but he wasn't there. He's actually out of the country for like a tournament or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, it was just like
there are people, I probably know people that if they got to sleep in Billy Brick's bed, they'd want to take home the sheets.
You think I'd be better at Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's these are the same sheets that Billy Brick slept in. Why can't I talk?
It's like all those people like, if I could just touch Eddie Van Halen, I'd be so good at guitar. Like we're like dying back there.
Something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's exactly that.
I actually met at my first. I went to my first ARG last October. Yeah, and I was like, I had to re-sleeve shit, and pairings went up as I'm re-sleeving, and I'm just like shitting my pants. And then I'm just like running, where's pairing for, because my first ARG, right. And I'm just like running, and then Calvin Tahan just tells me, and he's like, oh, they're right over there. And I'm just like, oh, thanks, Calvin. And then I run over there, and then I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, holy shit, Calvin Tahan.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's another thing about Nats is like, you know, I saw, you know, obviously Billy, and I saw like, you know, Pat Hoban and like, you know, all these like, you know, pro players. And that's like just as weird as seeing like YouTubers, you know.
It's just like, because it's like, they're not like, like celebrities, but it's just like you know them from they're big figures,
right? You know? Like they are celebrities, but like in our little niche, like in our
It's like if you meet, you know, just in other nerd communities, you just meet like, you know, if I play Smash Bros. Yeah. If I met Zero or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just still really cool.
No, I completely understand. I mean, I think they get it. You know what I mean? And we're just kind of like
we're breaking down.
Yeah, we're breaking it down.
Breaking it down.
I don't know what other questions to ask you. I really don't. This is supposed to be an interview, but it turned into like this like Yu-Gi-Oh storytelling time. Like it really did.
I think they like that better than an interview.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it turned out fantastic. This is like going great. It really is.
They get to know me.
You know, they've seen enough of me. They're like, screw that long hair.
Fuck.
We want to see more Cheddar Bob.
Something fresh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
get the Cheddar Bob personality.
Well, you could be on the channel anytime you decide to buy a plane ticket, I guess.
I mean, I love being on the channel, but I can't afford. I can't afford this.
I'm gonna go broke being on this channel.
Yeah.
Like it's not like this mission.
It's not like I'm gonna get some of the ad revenue.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Damn, son. Damn.
I had one.
Yeah. No, that was a good one. That was a good one. I'm cutting you off after that. that was a good one.
I don't know, man. I mean, I played Sam Cox in 0-2 format, which I'd never done before.
You 4-0'd
on him. Game 1, I fucking opened Raigeki Dark Hole.
Yeah.
Game 3, I top deck Change of Heart for the win. I'm just like, I think I win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm misplaying the shit out, because I don't play 0-2 format. Yeah. I'm just like, it's not that I'm a bad player. Johns. Total no Johns. That's a Smash thing. But it's like half of me forgetting what the card pool was. So I'm like, I'm playing around Torrential, and then I remember, oh wait, he hasn't used Dark Hole yet.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't have to play around Battle Traps because they don't exist yet.
We play that format all the time because it is the most balanced, and I actually like it better than GOAT format. And I know that's going to be a sin. My fans are going to be like, no, but you're like, way into GOAT format. I am into GOAT format. I really am. But after playing 2002 over and over and over and coming up with different decks, like looking back at that format and like playing it and like realizing how much more fair and how much, how strategic it can be.
It was very like, It was one of the formats. I think it defines the phrase brilliance in its simplicity.
Right. Yes.
You have to be. There's only like
LOB, Starter Deck Kaiba, Starter Deck Yugi.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like that's like 100 something.
Yeah, it's not a very big card pool, but like the more we've like read the cards and stuff, we realize that like equip decks can be decks. Like dark equip decks can be decks.
But it's like, as far as like the staples go, like you know what to play around.
You have to,
like, and you know what to play around,
which is exactly why GOAT's so good. Is because,
but also like it's so resource management.
Yeah,
like that's the biggest. That's why I love Dragon Ruler format so much, and why I love that deck.
Yeah, true.
Well, why I love that deck specifically.
I don't play Dragon Ruler format.
Like any Dragon Ruler, like I played Dragon Ruler. Like that's like, because that was one of the first formats. Like I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh my whole life, but like competitively, like really competitively, like with the mindset and everything, was like mid 2013. Mm-hmm. So like right in between the two ruler formats. Mm. And like every Dragon Ruler, and I played Dragoon Ruler in the fall format. Any mirror match with any sort of rulers in it is just such a resource game. Mm-hmm. Like you have to keep track of not only your own dragons, you have to keep track of your opponent's dragons. How many tuners have they used? It's just such a huge mind game. And it's like, other than Return. Mm-hmm. And other than the summer format, which was don't be the first person to put down a big eye. Yeah. And if you rejuve into a Maxi or a Veiler, you win.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like Rejuvenation was a stupid card.
Yeah. But like after that got banned, the rulers became really, really
more. They became
like especially the mirror.
It became way less helmet for sure.
You needed to know how to grind.
Yeah.
You needed to know how to play the game and manage your resources right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what was my introduction into like really the competitive mindset.
Yeah.
Of like, going all in, but also be like aggressively controlled, or reverse that.
No, I feel you. Like that's how I felt about like
competitive back.
Yeah. And I feel like I didn't play like really try competitively like as far as like regionals and stuff went until Necros. And like Necros,
well, I didn't even go to like events. Like it was literally I played the deck. I played the deck because I happened to have it. Oh. And it just happened to be the best deck in the format.
That's like actually that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, like I'm just like, I'm already playing Dragoon. I already have the deck built.
Right.
And it's just now Vadriana is $35 again.
Yeah. And then I
the only thing I was missing, I think I was missing a Draco stack.
Yeah, everyone has that format where like they get back in the game and they're good at that format. I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are like that. Yeah. My format that I was like at my peak in was like Monarch format. like where it was the format was BA Cosmo Monarchs, you know what I mean, and like in Pendulum, yeah. It was after the Monkey Board went to one and stuff.
Justifus, like Draco Powers.
Yeah, but it was around. Yeah, those were the 4 decks, and it was the best format. Like I love.
Yeah, that was a good format.
It was
actually
really good. But everyone has like that format where like they're like nostalgic towards, and they have that format that like they're best in. You know what I mean? And a lot of times like they're one and the same.
Yeah. But a lot of times they're different.
Yeah.
Like I'm really nostalgic toward Dragon Ruler format, but like I wouldn't say that was it's my best format because it was just like the deck I love happened to be really, really, really fucking good.
But which deck have you done the best with? Like which have you won the most?
Windwitch Magic Spectre. Windwitch Magic Spectre.
Wow.
Which was I went to
dirty.
Yeah, because this was right when this was. I played that from Raging Tempest up until Link Era, and I remember I went to not a region. It was an OTS actually, in April. I want to say like before Maximum Crisis.
Right.
So like Rat was at 2, Norden was still around, but they didn't have Chakanine yet. And
it was just that there was still that loop with like black sheep,
it
right?
was still the fusion sub combo was still
right.
And I'm just like I'm just gonna win this tournament because I'm just gonna put down Crystal Wing and Tempest, and I'm just gonna say how do you win?
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
I won,
yeah.
And I got I took a draw. I went undefeated with 1 draw, and I got 2nd place. At that OTS.
That's pretty good.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's
broken.
Yeah, that's really, really good.
Yeah, I've literally like exclusively played Rogue. Except for again that Dragon Rogue.
That's how I am right now. I play like Rogue stuff. Cause, I mean, but I always play something that's like good. You know what I mean? Like like Herald.
Which is why I kind of took a break from the game for a while. Like after Ravine got banned, it was just like 2014 hat format was Ravine got banned, so it was sad. But that format, there were like 7 decks that were like all the best decks.
Yeah,
it was like
it really was.
Hat, Mermail, Fire Fist, Geargia, Dragon Rulers still.
Yeah.
Fucking Bujin,
yeah.
Mermail. Yeah, I said Mermail.
But yeah.
But like then you had a bunch of like dark. You had Dark Worlds competing.
Yeah.
You had it was like Gravekeepers popping up.
See, it was definitely the most diverse format, but at the same time though, I don't like super diverse formats because I like to know how to side.
Well, in the sense of like maybe that's a bad example, but in the sense of like you could play Rogue and do well.
Yeah.
Because so many decks.
That's true.
Because so many decks in that format. Lost to.
I mean, Hat was the best.
Not necessarily lost to the same thing, but it was just like they played similar ways. Like that format was like every deck kind of, except for maybe Mermail, and Geargia Karakuri. Every deck pretty much played control.
Yeah.
And if you had a deck that could play, like Fire Kings, for example. Fire Kings were probably a really good meta call that did because like if you were playing that format was literally back row the format.
Yeah.
If you resolved the Nephthys, you won the game.
Yeah, and you had that continuous spell too. That was like a Zigzagoon for them. Zigzagoon.
Gyoku.
Yeah, they had that card too.
If you hit that, like and then you had Dark Worlds, which were like okay, you could pick apart their hand and get rid of their traps before they set them. Like, but then right after that format, you had Shaddoll format. And I feel like that killed Rogue.
Yeah.
Because Winda literally says, Rogue, if you're playing a combo deck, you can't play.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Like it was like that went into like rock paper scissors format because it was like Cleave, Shaddoll, and then
that was the format that started the trend of you can't play Rogue anymore, and also that was the first because that was the format that BA came out.
Yeah. And
that was when you started having true floaters in the game.
Yeah.
Remember when Lyn was the best floater?
Dude, or like Sangan, like or even before that. Yeah, like I know what you're talking about. Like, and that's when like everything stopped missing timing.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I mean, remember
it's just
missing
like,
timing.
okay, you can get this Dante off the board.
Right.
If you don't kill this Dante, I'm just gonna kill you with it.
Yes.
And if you do kill this Dante, I'm getting two cards back, and I'm just gonna make another one.
It's really, really dumb.
Like, and that's why you had all the decks like Hat and whatever fall off because they had no ways to deal with free cards.
You know, that's a really, really good point for like a topic for another video. Is like the death of missing timing and like the death of you can play a Rogue deck and still make top 32.
Because Rogue decks didn't have free cards,
right?
Whereas the meta decks at the time.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the thing with
like
Zoo.
Chaos
It's like,
Dragons. Chaos Dragons,
Yeah.
like it was really
like
easy to make
Dragooners,
like Pulsar.
as I showed in the tournament, like I made huge boards that could beat Zoo, but they're 3-card combos.
Yeah.
Zoo makes a similar board with a 1-card combo.
That's stupid. Yeah, it's like,
that's the
Zoo's
thing.
gone now. Thank God.
Yeah,
thank God.
Fuck that deck.
Yeah,
But like that's kind of the thing. I'm just like, your cards are free. Your cards are more free than mine, and you're more consistent than mine, and they're just better than mine.
yeah.
Whereas I can put out a board that's just as good as you can,
But yeah,
but I lose
more
to
cards.
literally any sort of disruption, and also I have to have.
Yeah, and like
combo.
Zoo was playing like so many hand traps. That's another thing. Like, but that's another
That's
subject
why-
for a video. Is like like the
because
rise
it had
of
the
hand
rooms
traps.
because it didn't have to play any combo.
Yeah, they had one
any
card.
monster.
Yeah, you had one card Trident and like
Yeah,
everything else.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like really really dumb. But like we're going off on tangents here. I think that you could watch me edit now, so I can actually get to work.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah,
could be
guys.
like 2 or 3 videos.
I know, gosh, I know it's really really fun. But like we'll keep talking.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk all day. You know, I mean, we could talk.
Well,
all
I mean,
day.
like this one thing. could
I
be
know,
fun.
like the different parts. But anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that hope that maybe fans can come like do something like this in the future.
Buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, buy a plane ticket, like something like that. But yeah, guys, be sure as always to.
Dude, can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
Dick slap that like button and subscribe.
Yeah,
Oh, I
the
didn't
thing-
do that.
No, I actually don't
I don't know.
snap.
Oh, what? Oh, I can't do that. I can't.